Hey everybody, my name is Mohit and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing great. This is challenge number 27 of Solving SQL Challenges playlist, and in this video we are going to discuss a very interesting TCS interview question. So without wasting any further time, let us quickly jump on understanding the problem statement and solving the same using SQL query. So as per the problem statement, we have to find first and last month price to analyze price trend for each item. So if you see here, this is the item price table and we are given three columns: item ID, month number and price. So in this table we have two item ID, 100 and 101, and for these two items price for month number 1, 2, 3 and 4 are given. Okay. So using this data, we have to get output something like this. So in this output, first three column are same, and we have to introduce fourth column called first month price, where we will be having price for every item for its first month. And similarly, we will create a last month price column where we will capture price for every item ID for its last month. So in this case, if you see for item ID 101, and month number 1 price is 26. So for this item ID, first month price will become 26, and for item ID 100 and month number 4, which is last month, price is 24. So same we have to populate in this column for item ID 100. Okay. Same we can check for 101. So for item ID 101 and month number 1 price is 67, so it will come here in fourth column. And for this item 101 and month number 4 price is 68, so this is last month, so it should come here in this column. Okay, so I hope you got some idea what exactly we have to achieve in output. So let us implement same using SQL query, and for that let me switch to SSMS. Okay, so corresponding DDL and DML script for item price table is given. So I have already created that table. Let me select it. Now if I execute it, this is the same input table what we observed in slide, right? Now first three column would be same. Okay. Now we have to introduce these two columns, right? And for that we have to write logic. Okay. So let us start with this fourth column, which is first month price. Now if you check this data for item ID 100, the first month price is nothing but this one, right? 26. And for item ID 101, first month price is nothing but 67. Okay. So to achieve this, we will use first value window function. So how we can write it? We can use first value. So for which column we want first value? So we want first value of price column, right? Price. Now for every item, we want to get this first value, right? So basically we wanted to create a window based on this item ID. So what we can write over partition by, we'll create window on this item ID column. Next, now once partition is created, we also need to arrange these rows in some order, right? Based on which we can decide its first value. So I'll write order by, I will arrange these rows using month number column. Okay. And I'll name this column as first month price. So what exactly we have done? We have created a window, and based on that we have arranged this price using order by month number. So this will become first row, second, third, fourth. So for each window, if we choose first value, then we will get price for first month, right? So now let me execute it. You can see here, right? For item ID 100 and month number 1, this is the price, and this is the same what we are getting in first month price column. Similarly, for item ID 101, for month number 1, which is first month, price is 67, and this is same what we are getting here. Okay, so we have successfully created this fourth column. Now let us implement the logic for last month price. So for that, what I can do, let me copy this part, and similar to this first value window function, we have something called last value. Okay, so if I put last value of price column using this window frame, what exactly we are expecting? We expect that in fifth column for item ID 100, this is the last month and this is the price for this corresponding month. So we should get 24 in this fifth column for item ID 100, and for item ID 101 for this last month price is 68, so we should get 68 for this column corresponding to item ID 101. So we are expecting this, right? But unfortunately, if you run this one, you will not get what you are expecting. Okay, so this is fifth column. Let me first name this column as last month price. See, first month price is fine, but for every row, last month price keeps on varying. Although you have used last value window function, but still we are not getting the correct value or the expected value. So to counter this, we can see that since month number is in ascending order, that's why we are getting this kind of result. So put that in descending order. So let me do that also. And if I run this, again you are not getting correct value. Let me put order by. Okay. So you can see like first value is same, but this last value, even after putting month number column in descending order, we are not getting the expected value in last month price column. So although it worked fine for first value window function, but it is not working as expected for last value. What wrong we have done here? So don't worry, I'll explain it now. And there's a very important concept hidden behind this for a window function, which you must know. Okay, so just focus for next 1 or 2 minutes. You will get everything very clearly. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me remove this for easy understanding. Okay, so what happens is it has created this window, and let's say you are at third row for this particular window, and you are trying to populate this last month price column. So what this will do, it will create this window which we have already done, and it will arrange the row using order by month number. Okay, so at third row, if we arrange using month number column, then first row would be with month number 1, second with month number 2, and third with month number 3. And we are saying get the last value after arranging these values. So for this particular row, last value is this one, 21, right? And the same it has populated here. So what basic thing we have understood from here? While calculating these values, it is considering current row and all the other previous rows, but it is not considering this last row. And that is why we are getting last month as 21 for this particular row. Similarly, if you check for row number 2, so let's say while calculating this last month price column for row number 2, what it has done? It has first created this window, which is fine. Now at row number 2, it will try to arrange all the rows in ascending order using month number column. So we have only two rows. First row would become month number equals 1, and second row is this one with month number 2. That's it. It will not go and check the other rows which it has not visited yet. Why? Because it is only considering current row and all the previous rows. So that is why, although the value which we exactly want in this column lies here, it is like unable to like read this value, and that is why we are getting incorrect data in this column. So what exactly we have to do here? Let's say we are at row number 2. So to calculate this last month at this row number, we must consider this current row and all the other next rows for this window. Currently it is considering all the other previous rows, but now we have to consider all the other next rows. So in this case, although you are at row number 2, you have to arrange this window in such a way that it will go and check the things starting from current row and all the other future rows or next rows. So in this case, it will go and check this third row, it will go and check this fourth row. And now it will try to order the month in ascending order in this case. So just keep in mind that you are at row number 2 and it has created its range from this current row and all the other future rows. And now it will arrange these rows based on ascending order of month number column. So this second row will come first, then third, then fourth. And now it will try to get last value of price column in this range. So what is the last value of this price column? Keeping the order in mind, the last row is this one with month number 4. So last value would be 24. Okay. So in this way, by changing the default range, which is current and all the previous rows, to current and all the next rows, we can achieve our output. So how we can achieve this range? So for that, we can write rows between current row and unbounded following. Unbounded following means for this particular window, what we have generated, it should create a range of rows starting from current row till last row for this particular window. And based on that, calculate last value for price column. And whatever value you are getting, populate it in this column. Okay. So now if I run this, great. Now you can see that for item ID 100, this is the first month price and same we are getting in this column, and this is the last month price and same we are getting in this column, correct? Similarly, if you check for item ID 101, this is the first month price which is 67 and same we are getting in fourth column, and this is the last month price which is 68, same we are getting in this fifth column. Okay. So just by controlling the range of rows in which we have to calculate this last value, we can achieve this. Okay. So keep that point in mind that by default it is current row and all the previous rows. But here we have changed it from current rows and all the next rows. Okay. So this is the query what we can use in order to achieve this output. Of course, there could be multiple ways, and I must suggest to solve this using your approach. And please share in the comment. But I specifically wanted to use this first and last value window function because I wanted to discuss few concept what we have learned here. Okay, and this is a kind of like single line logic. But if you are using different approaches along with some window function, you may have to use some self join and some CT concept. But here we have achieved this using first and last value window function. Okay. So this is the similar query what we have used in order to get the required result. Okay guys, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. We will meet in our next video with a new, interesting and real-time interview question on similar topic. So please stay tuned, and if you have not subscribed my channel yet, then please subscribe it so that you are notified whenever we upload such important video. Okay, so with that said, we will meet in our next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.